In the air, deep left field. Akopian turns and burns and ties this game at 2. A blast to straightaway left field on a 2-1 pitch from Mercurius. Akopian launches his second home run of the year. RBIs 7 and 8.
Take a look to the sky just before you die. It's the last time you will.
It is turned on by Kellner. He drives it out of here, and the Aggies take a 3-2 lead.
Stranger now are his eyes to this mystery. Here's the silence so loud.
Over the left field wall.
Crack of dawn, all is gone except the will to be. Now they see what will be, blinded eyes to see. Oh, the bell tolls. Time marches on. Oh, the bell tolls.
Trying for 2 to throw is online for play. 2-out double for Keel. He has his first hit of the series through some difficulties. That is touched. It is way back, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Wesley Jordan. And the Aggies do separate. They lead 6-2.
One series tied. The rubber match in Norman, on the road, First game in conference, and it feels like a big one early in the season. It really, really feels big. Someone already alluded to this in the chat. And while it is just the first series of many in SEC play, it's the tone-setting time of year. It's the belief time of year. And winning on the road in this conference is going to be difficult. This has been a difficult series. There's been ups and downs, a lot of ups yesterday. But if you can go get this one on the road after everything that happened on Friday, losing an arm, everything emotional that happened, bouncing back in a big way yesterday, I think yesterday was as impactful of a win that you can have early in a season, early in a baseball season, at least in my point of view. It felt very important to get that win. But they can punch that in, get this series done today, after dropping that first game, with everything we went through last year, it will feel like a major milestone. And that's on the table today. It's Aiden Sims Day, and we're going to do it with another revamped lineup, and one that many of you guys have been asking for. And honestly, maybe I've been wishing for it too, a little bit. Willing to roll with the punches, whatever happens. But Terrence Keel II is leading off this Sunday. Same 9, new order. Terrence Keel leads off, followed by Hakopian. Sorrell moves back to the 3-hole. Wesley Jordan. Gavin at the 5-hole. Jake Dewar, Nico Partita, Bear Harrison, Boston Kellner. Now, to BTTS's point that he always makes, it's so true. You only lead off once in a game guaranteed. You can lead off innings. Just depends on how things shake out. But TK will be the tone setter in this game. But also just batting earlier in the lineup for TK probably gives him an extra chance to get an extra at-bat in the game. And TK is a guy you want to have that extra at-bat in the game. So it's kind of, I know it's only a one-time-a-game thing, but it is the tone-setting first inning leadoff guy. And you can potentially get him an extra time late. So I think TK is so useful and just doing so many good things that, you know, if you're trying to just maximize and just kind of squeeze every bit of juice out of the lemon, I think it makes some sense. Gavin will be 5th, though. You know, hasn't been a perfect weekend for Gavin, but he's gotten on. I think he had a sac fly yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Did his job. You know, there's some strength in the middle of this lineup. I mean, there's strength all throughout this lineup. This is a great 1 through 9 lineup if we feel really, really good about it. And everyone showed out yesterday. I think the only one that's kind of still working through things is Partita, but give that kid time, man. I keep saying it. First SEC series. Obviously, Kellner's responded really well. Partita's taken some time. You never know what to expect from these freshmen. I know what we've gotten so far. So I'm not worried about Partita long term. It's a matter of time for him. But now, after Caden Sorrell's robbery yesterday, stealing a home run, a 2-run homer from OU, and then just barely inching out a homer in his own right to get some separation in the game, safe to say all the mainstays have had their stamp on this series, specifically yesterday. Big tip of the cap to Clayton Freshcorn, man. The corn was certified fresh yesterday. So it'll be interesting to see how the bullpen works today. Aiden Sims, big moment for him too. First SEC start. You know, very much new to the scene on these weekend games as a starter this year. Took a big leap from kind of like midweek guy last year. Not a lot of innings pitched. Not a lot of innings pitched at all last year, but a big leap. And today's his first SEC start. So it's been really good for Aiden Sims so far in the year. We'll just have to see how this translates. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I've mentioned it yet. This is very significant, guys. Very, very significant news. It's a windy game. But I don't think just saying it's a windy game does this win justice. I'm going to pull up the report here so I'm not just lying through my teeth to you. I think we're getting gale force winds this game. I think we're getting 40-mile-an-hour winds with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. I kid you not. This is insane. Okay. There were warnings online indicating this right now. I can't even read a wind chart. I'm trying to find a good website for you guys. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. It's an insanely windy game. This says 39 at 1 p.m. 39 gale winds. Yeah, this looks like 39 on this wind speed chart right here, guys. 39-mile-an-hour winds right now in Norman. So my goodness, guys. We're going to have to keep these balls low. We're going to hit them hard. And like Noble's saying, play some defense, man. Play some defense. This is significant wind. I don't know if it's going in or out of the stadium. We'll find out as soon as the broadcast starts. Maybe someone out there knows more than I do. But massive, massive wind impacts today. This says 40.3 mile an hour with 53 mile an hour gusts. right here. I mean, my goodness, y'all. This isn't no wind game. We're playing in a freaking gale. So, keep these balls low. Long ball gave us a lot yesterday. Might not have that luxury today. So we'll see how they can play smaller ball. And honestly, like just being honest with you guys, these wins suit OU's strengths better. OU's strengths as a team are taking walks, getting on base, stealing bags. That's what they do. So we're going to have to adjust here and show that we're a versatile team. Go through some more adversity. They went through a hell of a lot of adversity Friday going into Saturday. That first inning wasn't good for A&M, and they overcame it. So yet another hurdle to overcome. I saw someone in the chat asking about the bullpen. Maybe y'all can add to this. So I would foresee, obviously, Sims, we're hoping to get 6 innings out of him. Hopefully he's going to have a great day. I would guess that it's a Gavin Lyons day. He hasn't pitched this weekend. I know this team wants to pitch him on the weekends. Hasn't been used. I would assume they go to him. Vargas, probably ready to go. Darden went in yesterday, did not have a good day. So I'm guessing it's going to be Lyons, Vargas, and then maybe a freshman. Maybe if it's like the late 8th inning, they'll go to Clayton Freshcorn again. Pretty sure Freshcorn has maybe 50 pitches on the weekend, 60 pitches on the weekend. Perhaps he could go again. So obviously we're dealing with bodies down on this bullpen right now. Josh Stewart, no updates. Doesn't feel good. Feels pretty bad. Feels like it's going to be a long-term thing, unfortunately. But, yeah. Just the Ags are playing in the wind. OU has no wind to deal with, so it's just affecting A&M. OU will have a massive advantage. This is clearly home field advantage. Home cooking for OU, actually. Home cooking. So it's unfair. It's not right. It's just not a good thing to happen. It's honestly borderline cheating. It's honestly borderline cheating for OU to play in this wind. I mean, how dare they? How dare they make this a windy game? All right, guys. I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. I'll say what's up to everybody. Glad you guys are with us today. This is a big game, guys. I'm so excited. Jeb killing with these watch parties. I love the watch parties, man. These are like... I didn't start doing these watch parties till last football season, but really they've become like the backbone of the channel. I feel like everything we do around the channel kind of supports these watch parties, and this is like the game, literally, for the channel and for the team. So I love doing these. I appreciate you guys being here. I like doing them because y'all are here, and y'all, honestly, I don't think I would be able to think the game or learn the game without you guys. So appreciate y'all. John, boom shakalaka, good to see you. Chris says, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I genuinely think this game will be an indicator of how the season will go. I'm saying this is a big game. It's absolutely going to affect fan perception. It'll affect the perception of how early's fiery, late game, that whole thing that happened, how that is perceived. Whatever. That's not very big. That's just how we're going to feel as fans. But maybe belief in this team internally could be shifted with this game. It's possible. It's a tone-setting SEC opening weekend. Can someone give me a TLDR on the relief pitcher that came, or if the game yesterday and where that puts us in terms of arms this game? Yeah, I just went through it. Hopefully 6 out of Lions. I would estimate that Vargas and 6 out of Sims. And I would think that Lions and Vargas are in for relief today, and hopefully Freshcorn can still go in there and give us an inning to close this out. Y'all tell me if y'all think Freshcorn can close this thing out. Batting into the wind. It's into the wind? Yeah. Yeah, new lineup, guys. And that is it right there by James, and I'll show it real quick. Y'all are just seeing this is the adjusted lineup today. Same 9, new order. TK leading off. What's up, Logan? Good to see you. Noble guy, great to see you, man. TK in the leadoff. Hakopian is definitely a 3rd, 2nd, 1st rounder. Yeah, he might be a 1st rounder, dude. He's so good. So good to have these guys healthy, and they both showed out. They've both done really well, both Wes Jordan and Hakopian this weekend. First series back from their injuries. Until Grahovac can get on track, it's important to get Keel more at bats right now. I think so. But it's not like Gavin's doing terrible. It's just TK is that good right now, I think, is more so what's happening. Gavin's hitting 350, the quietest 350 ever. Yeah, that was described this by Early, I think, or someone who asked him the question in one of the press conferences this week. It is a very quiet 350. It's just not the power we're used to from Gavin his freshman year. But we're seeing progression from Gavin. I keep saying this is going to be weeks for him and probably Sadeo still. Just been so long with injury. Searle home run was huge. He needs to find his at-bats. Home run barely eked out in a small ballpark. Yeah, But it's a matter of time for Sorrell. And like I said, that long ball might not be there today. Defense line drives, absolutely. San Antonio going to be winning tonight? Bring it on. Maybe they'll blow some leaves out of my yard. What's up, root beer in a glass? Good to see you. We're going to talk about what was going on in the dugout yesterday with 39. What are we doing, bro? Hey, that's just team camaraderie, man. It's a close team, and they showed it yesterday. Very close team. Most normal locker interaction, yeah. Logan brought it up. I tweeted about it all night, so if y'all want to look at my thoughts on the dugout interaction, go look at my Twitter. No wonder Darden had a bad game. I think that was after Darden's day was over, was it not? Because if y'all didn't see that video, also, Weston Moss's hands were in his head. I didn't like that. Somebody need to go pick Weston Moss up there. I was more paying attention to that than anything that Darden and Benderup were getting into. We think Stewie's cooked. Unfortunately, we've talked about it. He had something on some sort of brace on his arm, right, guys? All right, first pitch is about to happen. Let's get these streams going. Watch ESPN, ESPN app, ESPN Plus, whatever. The SEC Network Plus, however the hell you watch these games. Try to find a way. Just scrap out a way to watch this game, guys. This is a big one. Stream has begun. And it is freshman Cord Rager at the mound for OU today. Maybe I can read some stats. I wasn't ready with the stats, but we'll get them going for Cord. Obviously, he's a freshman who's their Sunday starter. I think they're very happy with what they've gotten out of the freshmen so far. Stats for Rager: 3.5 ERA, .89 WHIP, 2.1 win-loss record in 4 appearances, 4 starts, 18 innings pitched, given up 10 hits, earned 7 runs, issued 6 walks, and 22 strikeouts, allowing a .169 batting average. So let's see if we can get to him. A&M was the first team that got to L.J. Mercurius on the year. I think 2 homers to Mercurius. He hadn't given up a homer on the year until he faced A&M. But again, this long ball could be majorly hampered by the wind we're seeing today. I mean, you're going to see all sorts of things blowing in the field. You're going to see the flags outstretched and tight with the wind. You know, maybe this is a field with 0 dirt. This is an all-turf field, including the mound, including every base. There's no dirt on this field, so maybe we won't see gusts of dirt flying around, which is, I guess, one of the benefits of this turf field. Balls will be affected. Keep them low. Keep them fast. Getting 1 win was already big. Now let's get a spoiler on the road. Can't afford to do any more injuries with all this pitching staff. Yeah. Early's got to yell. All he wants to got to win. Exactly. I mean, it'll make them look good. Lenardi has us playing a 10 seed, as a 10 seed playing Miami as a 7 seed. Yeah. Selection Sunday. It's tonight. Early versus Bat Boy. Yeah. What's up, Ashes Tunes? Yes, sir. Rubber match day. What's up, AggieLand79? Need Sims to deal? Absolutely, we do. We're going to need length from these starters with the shortening bullpen always now. Always. I think a big kiss of death these days for A&M would be a short day for a starter. And you might see them more willing to go through trials and tribulations with the way the bullpen is right now. They're going to have to go to freshmen. We saw Hunter Vincent. We've seen Hubert earlier this year. We saw Vincent in this series. So freshman playing is on the table. And maybe didn't think we'd have to lean on that going into the year. But now with McCoy down and now Stewie. First pitch of the game is out. It's high and away for a ball. And it is TK leading the game off. Thank you guys again for being here with us. I guess I'm behind. Yeah, wind's going from left to right field. Didn't see what happened, but Keel's out. My stream was behind. I lagged out, but we're good here. No, TK is still at bat. TK is still at bat. Let me get the scoreboard up for you guys to follow along. Wow. Rung TK up inside. Got him looking. All right, well, TK leads off the game, but it is a strikeout to start the game out. We saw 1, 2, 3 strikeouts to start the game for LJ Mercurius yesterday. Cord Rager picks it up and gets a strikeout to start his day. Right now, there is no scoreboard on the screen, so you're seeing a crowd where I would put the scoreboard up because that's all they're showing. Pitch inside, that's a ball. 1-0 count for Hakopian. Batting second today. What's up, Bo? Gig 'em, baby. Second pitch to Hakopian. Call a strike. That was high, man. I can't believe they called a strike there. Hakopian's taking issue to it. Talking to the ump. I don't know if it's good to talk to the ump so early, but that one's high and away. Going to go 2-1 count here. Yeah, you can just see the jerseys fluttering on these guys' skin because it's just so windy. Again, if you're just tuning in, 40-mile-an-hour wind right now in Norman. That one's inside. Go 3-1 count here for Chris Hakopian in the 2-hole. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fouled off by Hakopian. We'll go full count here. Hakopian just looks like a baseball player. Absolutely he does, dude. Pure baseball player. I got to get this audio off or else I'm going to get in trouble. There we go. Full count for Chris Hakopian. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Hakopian. Get this pitch count up. Let's go. We saw OU use multiple arms yesterday. Just 3 arms for A&M yesterday. Went Moss, who bounced back from a very rough opening inning. And we saw Darden not get things going. Then Freshcorn got us home. Full count. Here's the pitch. Rung him up inside. Got him looking again. Let's see this replay. Yeah, good pitch. Good pitch. One of these calls was not good, though. That high ball, that ball, it looked like it was high out of the strike zone, but for the first strike of that at-bat, called it, though. Just log that in. Sorrell shows bunt and pulls it. Interesting. But it's a strike. Lenardi's always wrong. It's 2:07. You talking about OU still sucks? Ooh. They'll call strike. Pitch looked outside, but called strike there. A bit of an expanded strike zone early on. Would y'all say that? Seems like a pretty big strike zone early in this one. 0-2 count quickly for Caden Sorrell. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. OU will again start the game with a 3 strikeout, 3 out opening inning. Wow. We got to start games a little bit better, guys. Same thing as yesterday. 3 strikeouts to get us going. Doesn't matter who's the leadoff spot if we're not going to go out there ready. It was a good at-bat for Hakopian. Went maybe 7 pitches deep, but still nothing to show for in the opening inning for the Ags through 3 batters. At least we have a solid excuse already built in if we drop this game, darn wind. Yeah. I don't like it, though. I don't want to use an excuse. Got to find a way to do it. Charlene's one of the many identities of a known troll, right? BTTS. What are your thoughts on Selection Sunday? I think we're a 10 seed. I don't know anything, though. I really don't know anything. If we win this series, where do you think we move in the rankings? I know it does depend on who else loses. I mean, I would think we move up. We could probably pass some people up. I'd have to look at all the games, but if we win a series against a top 10 opponent, I think that has to be some movement. Only lost 1 game in the non-con to the top-rated team in the country. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, got to beat a good Oklahoma team in conditions that do slightly favor their team because they are a base-running team, a more small ball-oriented team. Trey Gamble back in the leadoff spot. Jason Walk led off yesterday. Jason Walk back in the 9-hole. followed by Camden Johnson and Brendan Bach. Jackson Willits is back from his suspension yesterday. Willits is the player that spiked his bat near the A&M dugout, got kicked out of the game and suspended for a game. Back in the lineup today in the 4-hole. Deaton Lachance, best contact hitter in the middle spot at the 5-hole, followed by Alec Blair, Dayton Taki. Takis are good. Kyle Branch, and then Jason Walk. I'm reading the screen for you guys if y'all can't read. What is with the turf? They can't get grass to grow in Oklahoma or Austin. I don't know. I feel like the wind might just rip the grass out right now. Aiden Sims in his first SEC start of his career. We'll see how the young man does. First pitch is high and away. We saw an expanded strike zone, I would say, in the top of the first. We'll see if Sims gets the same love. That was clearly ball, though. Showing Sims' stats on the page. 1.39 ERA, 3.0 record. I think it should be... Oh, yeah, he probably got pulled out early before he got it once. So 3.0 record for Sims. Taki. Here's the 1-1. That one's high. 2-1 count. High and away as the wind picks up. You can see all sorts of leaves and debris fluttering across the field. Bat Boy's running out to grab something. Colder day, too, plus the wind. I think it's in the 50s over there. Wind chill probably has it in the 40 feel. Here's the 3-1 pitch. High and away. I mean, with this kind of wind, is it not possible for these pitches to get snagged up a little bit? Felt like a lot of those pitches were high and away. I don't know if that's wind related or not. Leadoff man on for OU, Camden Johnson at the plate. First pitch to Johnson. He shows bunt, pulls it. Call strike. Inside of the zone. I need a flag like behind the ump so we can just keep an eye on this thing the whole game. It's blowing hard. That one's contacted by Johnson, and it's out of the outreached glove of Hakopian into right field for a base hit. Wow. OU will have runners in the corners with no outs early in this one. Another rough opening inning all around for A&M. Got to adjust, absolutely. Yeah, Hakopian dove for that. It's good to see him healthy, but hitting to the gap. Oh, no. They throw to first, and the pitch gets away. Base runner will advance, and OU will score. 1-0 lead for Oklahoma. After the throw to first, gets away from Sims. Sims, rough early start. Let's see if he'll settle in. First SEC start. Runner at second now with no outs. Third batter up is Brendan Bach. Brock. There's a strike for Sims. What's up, Aaron? Didn't look like a great throw on the replay. Here's the 0-1 from Sims. That one's low. Gonna go 1-1. Well, we're gonna start this game Similarly to how they started yesterday. That one's popped up. Ball's going to move around up there a lot. See if TK can track it in. He's running, he's tracking, and he snags it. Base runner Camden Johnson will advance to third, but one out in the inning now. This series has produced some sloppy scores, right? How many? It feels like more than 4 now, BTTS. I swear I've seen more than 4 now. And that's a lot of effort. I kind of respect it. I also kind of question it. Here's the pitch to the new batter. That one's in play. It'll roll to center field. OU will score another with the single. 2-0 start. Same deficit A&M overcame yesterday now, but still more to go in this inning. Sims just got to settle in. Deaton LaChance at bat. He was robbed by Caden Sorrell yesterday. First pitch to LaChance. It's a strike inside. Bats and D eventually started playing. Yeah, it just took an inning to get going, Gary, right? Then the tail end of Moss, they started getting to him, and Darden didn't do well, but then Fresh Corn got us out. Here's the 0-1. In play by LaChance. Snagged out of the air by Kellner. Good grab by Kellner there. Man in the shortstop position, scoots over and gloves it. They scored with just a base hit RBI and then a throw to first that got away on an error. Swing and a miss to go 1-1 here with 2 outs and runner on first. Yeah, we spotted him one of those runs, sneaky. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and away. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch as the wind picks up. That one's in play. Bounces to the glove of Partita. Thrown out at first. A&M will again start this game with 3 strikeouts into 2 runs surrendered going into the second inning. Middle portion of the lineup coming up. It'll be Wes Jordan, Gavin Grahovac, and Jake Dewar. Willis Little Bro was the #1 pick in MLB draft out of high school. Baseball family. Yep, A&M bats responded well. A&M has responded well for the most part this season. It's kind of been a season of responses, whether it was the Penn game, the big UCLA loss, game 1 of this series, first inning yesterday. They're going to have to respond yet again to some sloppy play early on. 3 runs this inning. Let's go, James. James calling a shot. Just give me one. Get on the board. Sean, what's up, man? Howdy. Yeah, I'll go on BTTS's side here. Anything here. Let's just show some productivity, show some life, get some hits. Let's just get going. Get on. We can get to this kid. We got to. Get some other games on in the corner. I think Tennessee had a pretty big lead on Georgia last I checked to take that series, potentially. They're showing the John between the coaches again and the whole Willett situation. West Jordan connects on one. And it's caught. No camera angle. We just saw the ball thrown back, but that's a one pitch out to start this inning. Not ideal. Gavin Grahovac batting in the 5-hole today. At bat now with one out, no one on. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. And Gavin gets hit by pitch, so that's the first base runner on for A&M. We'll take it how we can get it right now. See if Jake Dewar and company can play off of that as he approaches home plate. Jake Dewar had a double to end his day yesterday. I think it was down the third baseline, just in play. Yeah, super windy, Michael Scott. Good to see you. 40-mile-an-hour winds right now. Jake Dewar at the plate. That pitch is low and in. I don't know if we're seeing the most consistent strike zone from this ump. What do you guys give me some early thoughts on this ump right now? Am I just bitching too much? I do bitch too much, so don't even answer that. I am. It just feels like an inconsistent strike zone so far. That was clearly a strike. He'll call it 1-1. We have not had many errors this series. That's correct. We just weren't good enough on Friday, really, all around. It wasn't like they were making like these giant errors or mistakes. We were just took advantage of some early bad pitching and then just weren't solid enough all around. And then we were pretty solid all around on Saturday. Everyone contributed pretty much. 1-2 count for Jake Dewar with Gavin on first. Here's the pitch. Got him looking. And he's having some words with the ump again. That looked like a pretty clear strike to my naked eye. It's a strike. He's complaining about something else. Maybe something with the windup. Jake Dewar is talking to him on the way out. Wow. I'm breaking out dribble. All I have is Jim Beam. Gig 'em. Got to throw a gig 'em after that statement, Bo. I'm still counting the Sorrell mistake, the amount of stolen bases we've given up. That's not clean. Sorrell did make a pretty big mistake. Partita fouls one off to go 0-2. Not a productive weekend for Partita. We've talked about it. Looks like Texas is going to take care of business again today. They're up 5-0 right now. Fifth inning. 0-2 to Partita. Inside. We'll go 1-2. What's a naked eye? Use your imagination. Yeah, you're going to drop some. For sure, Noble. Just a big opportunity here on a Sunday. As the ump scrapes something off of home plate. Something must have blown onto home plate. No telling what it was. I'm surprised it didn't blow right off. 5-3 lead for Tennessee at Georgia. 1-2 count for Partita as we resume action. Gavin still at first base by way of that hit by pitch. What's up, Hustler? Good to see you, man. Been a while. Hope you've been good. Swing and a miss. Gavin was stealing second, but a strikeout will end the inning for the Ags. Somehow, yeah, there's still like sporadic things floating around out there. I think it's mostly leaves, but something was on home plate there. Going above 500 in conference play is good enough to get us in the tournament. That's how much respect the committee gives the SEC. Right. Blue had to scrape some of the bullshit off. There's some bullshit out there. Need a little bit of a bounce back from Sims here. We got it from Moss yesterday. I think Moss, though he surrendered, I think, 4 runs, very much taken his day. Med school's been brutal. Glad to have some time to watch the Ags, though. Yeah, enjoy it, SB Hustler. Congrats on med school. Good to see you. Who's Jeffrey? I don't see a Jeffrey in the chat. Jeffrey was here a while ago, unless my chat that I'm seeing is filtering him out because he was spamming, but he was here a while ago. Oh, it was a contact lens? What? I guess those things are sticky. I just got home from getting Whataburger and I see us messing around. Yeah, we're messing around. There is rain falling in this Tennessee-Georgia game. And the wind is blowing here in Norman, Oklahoma. Aiden Sims back at the mound. First pitch at the bottom of the second inning. It's a ball high and away. Was it the ump's contact? You would think, man, the guy's blind. We got him right where we want him. If you're using yesterday as the gauge, yes, Andrew, but I think we responded better at bat in that second inning yesterday. That one's inside. 2-0 count. See, I knew the contact lens fell out, and that's what I meant by naked eye. Here's the 2-0. That one's high. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Down the pipe. We'll go 3-1. I thought so too, BTTS. Someone tell me, how do y'all feel about this ump so far? I feel some inconsistencies. I feel we got an amoeba of a strike zone right now. It's just moving around and adapting. Here's the 3-1. He'll watch another strike. Battles into a full count here. Does Aiden Sims. And here's the pitch. Inside on the dirt, off of one hop. Bear corrals it, but leadoff man walks for OU. Dewar told him he needs to put that back in. That is funny. Dude, that'd be a big diss. Like, hey, I think your contact fell out after a call. Get you thrown out. That's a good one, Sean. That's some good trash talk. Maybe too much, though. That one's low and away. One-0 count for Sims. He'll watch a strike to go 1-1. A strikeout here would build some confidence. Need to see it. Yeah, Sean, for sure. Early shower indeed. Here's the 1-1. That one's low, but iffy. To go 2-1. Let's go, Cole. Rough start. We're having to overcome again. Here's the 2-1. It's in play. Through the gap. Rolls into left field slowly. 2 base runners on with no outs. Not careful here. We're going to dig ourselves an even bigger hole than yesterday. Bottom of the order here. Jason Walk at the plate. 2 on. Probably a bunt coming. Shows bunt. It's high. Lions did not pitch, and I agree, Noble, that might have to happen. If it doesn't go well for Sims, Lions should have a lot of pitches in the chamber. So, and plus, Early's talked about Lions' ability to pitch a lot. That one's low as he shows bunt. 2-0. Early says that Lions has the ability to just throw a lot of pitches. I've had a couple of those BTTS. I've thought a couple were. Here's the 2-0 again. That's a strike as he pulls bunt. 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1, showing bunt again. Inside, 3-1. You load these things up. Top of the order's coming right up. Oh, it's rough, Noble. We are not tickling the box, as you say. Here's the 3-1. The bunt is successful. It's on the ground. Base runners will advance. And they get the out at first this time. Last time Walk bunted, we didn't get the out. We at least got it there. But 2 runners in scoring position. Top of the order coming up. See if Sims can get us out of it. Here's the pitch. Inside. This one's contacted, fouled off left to go 1-1. Not a full stadium at all on this Sunday. Hard to tell who the Aggies are here with everyone wearing their hoodies. Another one fouled off to go 1-2. Opportunity to get the strikeout here. With 2 strikes on the board. Go a long way here with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Inside. That's right, Michael. Double play here. Two count. The pitch from Aiden Sims is fouled off. Double play with men on second. Yeah, that's not actually a thing. Here's the 2-2. In play. Bounces to the glove of Copian, thrown out at first, but OU will score one. Just a slow hopper to second baseman Chris Akopian. Allows the run scored for OU. Two down. Camden Johnson at the plate. That one's high and away. Not throwing a lot of strikes today, man. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. Let's get one back. Here's the 1-1. That one's in play, and it gets through. OU will score another. So line drive into center field. Yeah. Throw to first. He's safe. At least they didn't mess that one up. Brandon Bach at the plate. A&M in a hole early. Another throw to first. Close, but Johnson's safe. We're going to need to, Noble. I mean, they're obviously capable, but this is an early hole. Another throw to first. Their best base runner is Camden Johnson at first base right now. It is Trooper Drew. It is good to see you, though. Here's the pitch. Inside. One 0 count. He'll throw a strike. 1-1. Another throw to first. He's back. It's so strange, BTTS. Here's the 1-1. In play. Into the glove of Kellner. And the ball gets away from Grahovac. And then the ball gets... I don't know if that got away from Bear. The camera cut away, but Bear was diving for that. He must have reeled it in because the base runner stayed at third. But now runners in the corners. Another slow roller for OU. Just lands past the mound. Kellner had to run up for it. Well, the ball getting away from Gavin there was sloppy, but it didn't result in anything. They haven't shown Bear Harrison. I'm guessing he made a athletic play there to reel that ball in because it wasn't accurate. Big mound meeting with Early talking to Sims. They're playing the perfect kind of game in these conditions. With all these slow rollers, line drives. Another ball. 1-0. Sloppy get this kind of game out the system now. Maybe it could just be 2 innings of slop and we can turn it around. Here's the 1-0. High and away. That one is hit very well. And the wind might have blown that one out of play. That might have been a wind ball, because that didn't get a good camera angle. Seemed in play, but then it wasn't in play. And yes, the wind did blow that ball out of play. So the wind just massively benefits A&M right there. 2-1 count. That one's fouled off to go 2-2. Harrison signaling to the infield. Camera angles have been bust this weekend. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runners at the corners. This one's popped up. Wind's going to move it. They're going to have to track it in. Hakopian moving. And it gets away from Chris Hakopian. Yep. Wind giveth, wind taketh away. OU scores 2. A&M couldn't reel that pop-up in with the wind moving it around. The wind just saved a homer, but then it disallows a routine play here. Now Diatin LaChance up. It's that's got to be really hard to negotiate, BTTS. Things aren't as they seem at all. It's so tough. Swing and a miss by LaChance. Runner on second. Here's the 1-1. Low and away. Haven't really gotten any signs of progression or improvement from Sims so far today. It's just been a very, very rough start. That one's popped up again, but it's out of play. Probably blowing out of the field. Yeah, way out of play. Yes, Will, it's looking very bad. Here's the 2-2. Inside. Go full count. Full count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Big yikes, Hustler. Big yikes. Here's the full count pitch. Popped up foul. It's like the camera angles are bad, but also whoever's deciding to like change cameras, they keep going to the wrong camera. Whatever, least of our problems right now. Stays full count. Here's the pitch. LaChance has to duck away from that one. It was going right for his head. And that's a 2-out walk. Now 2 base runners on. I think it's going to be a Gavin Lyons day, Cole. It's just not, we're not seeing progression here. That one's fouled off. Haven't showed the bullpen yet. I think I see some activity there in the background of that shot. Not entirely sure. All right, there's an 0-2 count for Sims to work with. See how he handles it. And there is some Gavin Lyons action in the bullpen as his hat blows off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High and away. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got a strikeout. But 4 runs scored. A&M's in an early hole this game. A lot of at-bats to come, though. A lot of opportunity. I think you got to make the change, even though you got the strikeout there. It just, you know, it doesn't look good. Just peppering inside, outside the strike zone, high, low. He's getting hit. But so much game left, guys. So much game left. Surely the bats will do something. It's just been a very, very slow start at bat and not a great start from the pitcher. But we got time, man. Just hunt pop-ups since they're impossible. Bear Harrison at bat. First pitch is high and away. Top of the third here for the Ags, tail end of the lineup. Harrison fouls one off. Good contact. Into the wind. Unless the wind changed again, who knows? One for Bear Harrison. Here's the pitch. High and away to go 2-1. It's just not been a good Sims day. The wind granted them 2 runs. Bats haven't done anything yet. Early in the game for the Bats, but it has been a bad Sims start. Pitch is high. Check swing. Didn't go around. 3-1. Wait, they say he went around there? Okay, no. That was just a pitch count. It was wrong. 3-1 for Bear. Here's the pitch. Bear hits it well. It'll land left field for Bear Harrison. It'll roll onto the warning track, and Bear Harrison will give the Ags a leadoff double in the top of this third inning. Now, make the most of it, Ags. This is a moment here, guys. Come on. Good job, Bear. Bear slander will not be tolerated here. I think Bear's been fantastic outside of maybe the first week or so. Bottom of the order here, Boston Kellner, who homered yesterday. First pitch to Kellner is low. One 0 count. The pitch to Kellner is hit, and it'll land in front of the right fielder to advance Bear Harrison, and Kellner gets on. Runners in the corners for A&M to start this third inning out. Top of the order coming right up. This is the energy we need. We will need to sustain it. Yeah, Bear's been awesome. I love this Bear love I'm seeing in the chat right now. Thank you, Noble and BTTS. I love that. Terrence Keel at bat. He'll watch a strike. Struck out in the first inning, as did the first 3 batters of the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Quick 0-2 count for TK. Throw to first. Back with time. 0-2 count for TK. Here's the 0-2 to TK. Low and in. Non-Bear knowers. Here's the 1-2 to TK. Contacts it in play. It'll score one. And TK is safe. TK is speed. The little hesitation by the third baseman deciding whether to throw it home or throw it to first gave TK that extra step he needed. And TK, man, he's got a lot of extra steps in the chamber. He's a fast, fast cat. And TK, RBIs. No outs in the inning. Another slow hopper. We saw OU punishing A&M with that, and now A&M gets one. Got to blow some bubbles, baby. Bubble machine's going. Keep it going, man. This is the chance to make a dent right away. Hakopian at the plate. First pitch. Contacted. Left field. Left fielder's under it. Left fielder gets it in. Hitting into left field will have the least amount of wind. That wasn't particularly high either. Right field, I think, is where you see most of the activity. Yeah, what BTTS said. Left field's not where you're going to get that wind, love. 1 out now, but it's Caden Sorrell at bat. First pitch to Sorrell is out. 1-0. Is this Charlene again, BTTS? Here's the 1-0. Hit by Sorrell. It lands in left field. And it's slowly rolling, and the Ags will score another. Another slow roller that they had to run and run and run to get up to allows the Ags to score. Kellner touches home, and the Ags have 2 in the inning. 2 runners on, 1 out. Bo's back. It's the same naming cadence as the others, BTTS. It's contact! Contact! And we had a contact lens fall out of the ump's eye. Call it the naked eye. Wes Jordan at the plate. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-0 count. Taking advantage. Let's keep taking advantage, Super Anonymous Face. 1-0 for Wes Jordan. 3-run homer yesterday. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Here's the pitch in the dirt, corralled by the catcher as he says, "Come on," to the pitcher. 2-1 count for Wesley. Here's the throw to second. TK's back standing. Another one of those leisurely throws to second base you see all the time. Back to the 2-1 count to Wes Jordan. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Jordan, but it rolls into the second baseman's glove. But the ball slips out of the hand of shortstop and disallows a double play. New lease on life for the Ags. That could have been a double play, but the ball slipped out of the hand of the shortstop. Just grounded right into the hand of the second baseman. Gavin Grahovac at the plate. Pitch is high. Runners in the corners now with 2 outs. A&M's already made a dent, but still a chance to do more here. I'd like to get one more run here, but let's see what Gavin can do. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's high again. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss for Gavin. Gav, you want to lead off? Got to earn it. Yeah. I just think it's more so TK's been awesome, and he does a lot of things that you want in leadoff. I don't think Gavin's been terrible. Here's the 2-1 to Gavin. Pitches inside to go 3-1 here. Favorable count for Gavin Grahovac with runners in the corners. Come on, Gav, do it. Come on, Gav. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Low and away. Gavin will walk. Bases loaded for Jake Dewar, who is more than capable of getting this party continuing going. Make it happen, Dewar. Get more done, Dewar. Jake Dewar, first pitch. Fouls it off. Mr. Contact. I like it. Squeeze Aggies. Clinch. Here's the 0-1 to Dewar. It's high. Go 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's high again to go 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off by Dewar. Two count with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Jake Dewar. He connects! It'll land in left field! Jake Dewar gets it done! The Ags will score 1. And that was my request. I wanted to get a little greedier. Scoreboard's only showing 1. It's only showing 2 base runners on. How did 2 not score? Oh yeah, 2 scored for the Ags. 2 scored for the Ags. Scoreboard's not updated. 2 definitely scored there. Nico Partita, man. Fouls 1 off. Jake Dewar gets it done, man. What an inning. Now anything from here is just gravy. I feel like we put our dent in. Now we got to go get it with some pitching. Or we can get greedy here. Real greedy here. Come on, Partita. 0-1 to Partita. Inside to go 1-1. Scoreboard still is not updated. But A&M did score 2 there. There the scoreboard goes. Of course, I didn't get a camera angle on it till very late. They actually never showed the second player touch the home plate, but we know what happened. Here's the 1-1 to Partita. Fouls it off. Let's get greedy. Get real greedy, freshman. Take what is yours. One, 2 count for the freshman Partita. Here's the pitch. It's high. 2-2. 60 pitches for the freshman Cord Rager. It was going well until it wasn't for Rager. Nico Partita. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Way to hang in there, Nico. I have to say, it's a 2-2 count right now. This feels like a better at-bat from Partita than we've seen most of the weekend so far. I don't know what's going to happen here, obviously, but He's had some quick ones this weekend. Freshman living life in the SEC for the first time. Understandable. Two-two. Partita. Fouls it off again. Yeah. This is good. Big time, Bo. Big time. Yeah, OU bullpen's warming up. Good call, Sports Fanatic. Here's the 2-2. He'll throw to first. Back with time is Jake Dewar. Dewar really got more done today, huh? Count stays 2-2 for Nico Partita. The pitch. Fouled off again, man. Loving this at-bat for Partita. This is fish on fish right here, Noble. It's a fish fry out here. Two-two again for Partita. Struck him out. Got the high outside corner. I don't know, man. I don't know. Got him looking. Ump is quick on the strikeout calls, too. Really quick. Will we get a replay? Doubt. Commercial break. I'll show the replay here because I want to see it. That looks so outside, man. That looks so outside. That is some bull ass shit. Yeah, this ump lost the contact lens and didn't get it back. I'll be right back. But don't let the ump take away the fact that A&M has closed the gap on OU, now down 2. Aiden Sims still on the mound, and he starts with a very wide ball, very much outside. Let's see if he can dial this in. But a fantastic inning for the Aggies, a much-needed inning, the inning they absolutely had to have at some point. They got it right away. My God, this ump sucks. This ump sucks. Part of the game, right? But this ump sucks. 2-0 count. Fouled off. That second ball this count, like, he's called that strike today. I think it was a ball, but he's called it strike today. This ump is an idiot. No, he's not an idiot. He's just blind. No contact lenses. Shows bunt. Pulls it, but it's a strike to go 2-2. Sims, get one back, baby. Come on, Sims. Come on, Simo. No, I didn't find the contact lens. Very much inside. Almost hit the batter, but it didn't. We'll go full count here. Come on, Sims. Start this thing out right. Here's the pitch. High. Walk. All 3 innings have had the leadoff. The first 2 batters get on. I think you just got to cut your losses. You're seeing it, man. You got to go Lions. I'm an idiot, though. I don't know. That one's fouled off. This is his only bad start on the year, BTS. It's been solid every other game. Solid to really good. I think in a game 3 that you're able to win in a series, a rubber match, you just make the move. There's a lot more opportunity for Sims to grow this year. I know the risk is you burn Lions and you don't have many arms left, but what are you getting here? Here's the 0-1. There's a strike. 1-1. Get in there, Logan. Get in there and get active. We did see Lions warming up, but that was maybe 25 minutes ago now. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Left field. Dewar running to it. Dewar gets it on the slide. Dangerous pop-up, but left field. Least wind in the outfield is in the left field, but still made Dewar work for it. But that's the first out. This is an improvement on the start for the last 2 innings that saw 2 base runners on before they found an out. And we keep working. Bottom of the order here, Jason Walk. It's low and in, but man, this ump is inconsistent. It's driving me nuts. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I like that first pitch of this at bat. Sure, it could be called a ball, but with what he's been calling today, he is wildly inconsistent. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Opportunity for Aiden Sims. Here's the 1-2. Got him. Okay, we get a favorable strike call there. That was low and away. Expanded strike zone. Strikeout for Aiden Sims. 2 outs in the inning. 1 runner on. Top of the order. Opportunity knocks. We got some love there. Okay. So he's wildly inconsistent, but we just benefited from the inconsistency. As long as it's happening all around, it's frustrating, but we'll live with it. There's a high strike for him too. 0-1 count. God, I freaking love baseball. I love this. Everything about it. I'm saying this because I'm newer, so it's like hitting me. 0-1. Oh my goodness. That's evaporated. And does not blow out of play. That's evaporated. Right as you say that, Noble. Right as you say that. Right as you say it, Noble. Literally the second that chat came in. How the hell does that happen? A right field homer in this economy? Are you kidding me? Good hit, man. Kudos to you, guy. Up to 8 runs for OU. Sims' day needs to end either now or next inning. I'm sorry. I don't know ball, but you got to do it. Early in the infield meeting. And here comes Gavin Lyons to get the last out in this inning. It was time. He took a step forward, but then two steps back right there, giving up the 2-run homer with 2 outs. He was throwing strikes, beat TTS, but big picture of the game has not been good. Oh, all right. Well, at least the bats are going now. We're going to have to keep that going. We're going to have to get some great relief from Gavin Lyons. Gavin Lyons is going to have to get us through several innings here if we want to be in a good spot. Have not used his arm all weekend. Hasn't pitched since Tuesday, where he went about 50 to 60, I believe. Should be ready to go for a long outing if he can sustain it. I love watching Drew crash out against the Kentucky. Dude. Those were egregious calls. Egregious, terrible calls in that Kentucky basketball game. There were 2 of them, back to back. The first one was they fouled our player before he inbounded the ball. You're supposed to get free throws and the basketball there. We got free throws, but not the ball, which is just wrong. As far as I know, I looked at the rules. That's what it says. And then they missed 6 players on the court for Kentucky. That made me so mad. It's going to be a 10th seed. We hope for a 10th seed. 9th seed is the harder path. Gavin Lyons at the plate. Typical Tuesday starter in relief on the weekends. Long day today means we won't see him Tuesday. That's fine. He takes over, bottom of the third with 2 outs. Bases just got emptied. He'll start things with a strike. What's up, Ted? Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Could be trouble. Center field. And it lands. Double for Camden Johnson. Be interested to see how this thing flew. That looked like it went left center off the bat. Yeah, just lands right in that gap. Low and in. Yeah, it's young, it's inexperienced, and it's injured now. One 0 count, 2 outs, 1 on. Brandon Brock at the plate. Here's the 1-0. It's a strike to go 1-1. My goodness, this camera guy is just falling apart. Camera is shaky as all get out. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off to go 1-2. No, I won't be live for the selection show. I've gone live 3 times this weekend. Can't do it again. One-two count for Gavin Lyons. Second at bat of the outing. Here's the pitch. Low and away. They try to take third. Get there! Oh, Partita! Partita was talking to the ump, and Camden outslid the bag. Partita stays on him. He might have gotten him, but he stood right up. I know you're just trying to swipe at it. I get it, but he did overslide. Freshman. Great throw by Bear. Here's the 2-2. It matters not. There's the strikeout. Okay, Gavin. Much better command right there through a few pitches. Gave up the one pop fly, but I thought there was some good stuff there. Let's see if he can build on it. Ag bats have to stay busy after surrendering 2 runs by way of the home run. Yeah, Nico's going to have to keep that on next time. That's a lesson learned, though. He's going to file that away. They're going to talk to him about it. See if it comes back this year. See if it comes back this year. Major truth to that, James. Major truth to that. I got to do stuff. A lot of stuff after this stream. I'm liking the Gavin Lyons vibe, but a lot to come. We will see how it goes. Come on, we got to tie these guys and get momentum to win the series. Pitching is worn out. Yeah, we got to help these guys out. I think Lyons can take us pretty far, though. Like I said, Early has commented on Lyons' ability to throw a lot in a game. Said it might be the arm slot, just his technique allows minimal fatigue. I wouldn't know technically how he benefits, but it must just be favorable for that. It's one of his qualities. So if he stays good, if he stays hot, we can ride it. I need Mexican food and margaritas. I had margaritas last night. I haven't had Mexican in a while. I might get Mexican food. You know where I've been going a lot? I've been going to Cheesecake Factory a lot. I just found out about Cheesecake Factory that it's a scratch kitchen. All of their food, they get like 3 food shipments a week. They don't freeze their food. Everything is ordered like week of. And it's freaking good. New pitcher. I think this is a new pitcher for OU. Yeah, it is. Bear Harrison at the plate. Here's the first pitch to Bear. And of course, Bear gets hit. Leadoff man on. It's Bear Harrison. Got him on the knuckle. Hopefully he's okay. But Bear Harrison just being there gets it done. One pitch, leadoff man on, Bear Harrison. Looks like he's in a bit of pain working through it. Oh, man. Hopefully he's okay. He's wearing it on first base right now, shaking out that right hand. Smiling. Looks okay. Looks okay. Pitches low. Bottom of the order here, Boston Kellner. Good start so far. Same leadoff that got the 4-run inning going last inning. I think it was Bear? If I'm not mistaken, I think Bear led off last inning too and got on. Check me on that if I'm wrong. 1-0 to Kellner. Contacts it. It'll be caught. Right field. Kept it low. But within the grasp of the right fielder there. Wasn't high enough to get that high-end wind effect. Brock's able to get to it. Like, if that's a couple feet lower, that's perfect. If it's a little bit higher, the wind might have pushed it further. It was just, like, the perfect angle for the right fielder to get to that one. Top of the order, Terrence Keel at bat. It's a ball. POV or a baseball about to be thrown at Bear Harrison. I hope you like flesh. 2-0 count for Keel. Count. Keel Contacts it, but it'll ground into the second baseman's hand. But Keel is fast enough to avoid the double play. Gets on. However, there are 2 down in the inning. Keel's on first. Keel made that with time to spare. But the good news is, it's Chris Hacopian at bat. Couple strikeouts today for Hacopian. He'll have a chance with TK on after TK gets first. He'll watch a strike to start the at-bat. It says 2-1 count. It's an 0-1 count. Wish we could score something here for Gavin Lyons to go out there and cook with. That's chopped. Slow hopper, and it gets overran by the third baseman, I think it was. So Hacopian gets on as the fielder just overran the ground ball and didn't scoop it up. It was Camden Johnson that just ran past the ball. Just didn't get it into the glove. Kind of a couple of quirky ways for A&M to keep this inning going. We like it. With Caden Sorrell at bat, got to take advantage here, man. We can do it. Come on, Sorrell. Come on, Sorrell. First pitch to Sorrell. It's high. Come on, Caden. Listen to Bo. Squeeze. Clinch him. 1-0 to Sorrell. It's a strike. Never needed a Sorrell bomb so badly. Yeah, OU went yard. Sorrell can do it. Here's the 1-1 to Sorrell. It's a strike to go 1-2. Come on, Caden. Come on, Caden. Two runners on, 2 outs. Caden Sorrell. It's in play. And it gets through the gap! Caden Sorrell gets it done! The Ags will score as Terrence Keel touches home plate. Never doubted you, Caden. Not for a damn second. That's his second RBI single of the game. Those are the ones that have been working today. Those slow grounders, keeping them low, taking the wind out of it, hitting the gap, and Caden Sorrell gets it done. A&M narrows the gap again down to 3. Wes Jordan at the plate, more than capable with 2 runners on and 2 outs. First pitch to Jordan is contacted, but it's fouled off right. Keep squeezing. Keep him clinched. What does 0-2 with a run in parentheses mean for Jordan's day so far on the stat sheet that ESPN just showed? I swear, every camera that ESPN shows has just like a totally different complexion. Here's the 0-1. Got him on the high inside corner. 0-2 count quickly for Jordan. The pitch to Wes Jordan. Strike. Got him with the breaking ball. Yeah. But A&M does score one. So some productivity in that inning. Time for Gavin Lyons to do his damn thing. Yeah, that was nasty. That dipped down in there into the zone. A&M won game 2, Paper Squid. If the pitchers are throwing into the wind, that makes for a wicked curve. Well, he's not throwing into the wind, but there is wind. Wind is going kind of left field to right field, I think. Gosh, the neck is sore. I'll be right back, guys. I see Gavin has a 2-2 count here for the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 4th. Ags narrow the gap to 3 runs. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Lyons. Got him looking! Loving the start from Gavin Lyons. Cutting through this wind. Showing good early command. Doing good stuff. Was that Willits? Got him. First pitch to LaChance. 1 hops to the pitcher. Sidearms it to home. That's 2 up, 2 down. Big shift in energy with this first inning started for Gavin Lyons. Same guy, right, BTTS? This is the same guy. This is the same guy. It has to be. This one's hit. Shallow left. Partita tried to underhand it, but it'll land in play. That's a single that the wind had a play on. It was popped up to a good spot, but you have to wonder how the wind affected that. I think that pop-up probably gets closer to the left fielder if it's not for the wind there. But I think we're in an all right spot here. Got to make that so, but a runner on first with 2 outs for Lions. We haven't taken advantage of the pop-up wind yet, though, BTTS. I want to see us take advantage of it and see them run around chasing it with their heads chopped off. I need to see that. New at-bat for Gavin Lyons. Pitch is low. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Behind home plate. OU's the home team. They're the ones using the win to their advantage, Bert. This is them. They did this. It's insane to say what you just said there. That's just a wild thing to say. OU is kind of cheating the game here by causing this windy day. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike for Lions. Go 1-2 here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just inside. Ump wanted to call it. He wanted it, but he didn't. He's just... Oh, no. The pitch gets away again going to first. Base runner advances. That's 2 wild throws to first that have allowed base runners to advance. Just 2 out in front of Gavin there. I don't know if Gavin could have reached more for that. 2-2 count. Just get the strikeout and it's fine. But he is in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Outside. Going to go full count. Three-two pitch. Rung him up. Got him inside. Got him looking. Gavin Lyons gets us out of the inning. Lead stays at 3 for OU. Keep these bats cooking. He's wildly inconsistent. He just is. This ump is everywhere. This ump is everywhere. You might benefit from it. It might just screw you. This ump is all over the gambit. He's everywhere. Strike zone is just like... It's an amoeba. It's an amoeba. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It makes for an adventurous watch. It's insanity. Switch from Jobu over to Myers. Is Jobu rum? I've never had Jobu. What a strike zone. What a strike zone. I'm loving Lions today, man. This is a really, really good sign. He needs to keep it up. We got to go several innings with Lions. I mean, shoot. If Lions get us to the 8th, get to fresh corn territory... Fresh corn can go for about 20 pitches to close us out, right? Okay. Middle of the order here. Gavin Grahovac approaches home plate. Who starts Tuesday then? I mean, they could go Vargas. They could go freshman. They could go unknown arm. Here's Gavin. He'll watch a strike to start things off inside. Here's the 0-1. It's hit by Grahovac, and it gets past the first baseman. Leadoff single for Gavin Grahovac. First baseman couldn't corral it. Camera angle was late on exactly what happened, but it looked like it bounced off of some part of him. just one hops right down that first base line. First baseman had to slide for it, but he couldn't corral it. Hit hard. Bounced off hard. Come on, Gav. Neck is super tight. Jake Dewar doubled last at bat. He'll watch a strike. Oh, 1 count for Dewar. Here's the pitch. Inside, swings at it, misses to go 0-2 quickly. Here's the 0-2 to Dewar. High. Hello. Looks like LSU's going to get one back here. They're up. Well, it's early in the game. 6-0, bottom of the second, after dropping the first one to the walk-off and losing yesterday. Went for that curve again, but that one's out of the zone high. 2-2 count for Dewar. Here's the 2-2 pitch. In the zone, swing and a miss. It's a strikeout for the OU relief pitcher. We're seeing, dude, these camera angles, these replays, insanity. Tornado in a trailer park. Yep, we're in Oklahoma. Runner on first, 1 down. Nico Partita at the plate. He'll watch a strike. Insane win today. Here's the 0-1 to Partita. He'll watch another strike. Quick 0-2 count for Nico Partita. Here's the pitch. Swung at it. Fouled it off. Hanging in there. The camera work is crazy, Bo. 0-2 for Partita. That one's high and away. It gets away from the catcher, and Gavin will advance. Count goes 1-2 with a runner on second now. That one just kept rising and rising and rising. And Gavin just jogs on over to second. 1-2 count for Partita. Pitch. Got him with that breaking ball again. That's a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. Damn, there's so much movement on that ball. That's crazy. Bear Harrison at the plate. Walked and then hit by pitch his last 2 at-bats. Check swing on that one, but I think he tipped it. Yeah, it's not been good for Partita. It's going to take time. It's just life in the SEC for a freshman, but he'll be better for it. Pretty confident in that. 0-1 count for Bear. Check swing outside. Go 1-1. Bear Harrison with the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It hits Bear Harrison again. Take a drink, y'all. Bear Harrison just got hit by his second pitch in the game. 2 back-to-back at-bats with them hitting Bear Harrison. They're bear hunting. And I like it. Bear Harrison, he gets on. He gets on. Whatever it takes. And that wasn't even a Bear Harrison specialty. That got all of Bear. It wasn't like it just got him inside because of his stance. That absolutely just got him. Boston Kellner at the plate. Kellner hits one. It's in play. Will it land? It will! It lands in shallow right center, but... Oh my goodness, how is he safe? The throw beat the runner. The throw beat Bear Harrison to third, but Bear Harrison must have avoided the tag. Surely looked like the timing was not in Bear's favor there. Oh, it's going to be reviewed. It'll be very close, guys. Oh, he might have missed the tag there. He might have just split the legs. Tagged right in between the legs. Pause in action now. It's really hard to tell here. You can't tell if he's being touched there. Hopefully this just stands as called, man. It's going to be hard to have this call. I'm going to listen in on the ump call here. It is being reviewed. I think they're going to stay safe here, but we'll sweat this out until they make the call. Grohovac must have scored. I think it's runners on second and third with a 6-8 lead, a 6-8 game. I think is what it should be. Because Gavin was on, he didn't get thrown out. Yeah, this scoreboard is wrong, guys. A&M scored. So we'll blow the bubbles because we know. So this is just icing on the cake. Safe! We keep playing! We keep playing! Come on, baby! First and third. Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Runners in the corners. But it's TK up. Called safe. Man. Bear Harrison just does some amazing things out there, huh? Way to just be there, Bear. Bear's just there. Bear is there, guys. Bear is there. Two-run game. A&M has kept this thing tight despite an even bigger hole they set themselves up in this game than the game before, where they started with a 2-0 deficit. Today it started with a 4-0 deficit. That's the thing with bear attacks, man. You think you can run, you can't outrun a bear. Sneaky Athletic is right. TK at home plate. Runners in the corners. That one's in the dirt. Catcher controls it. Gives some words of encouragement to the pitcher. Here's the 1-0 to TK. Fouled off. TK was swinging for the fences there. One count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again by TK. We'll go 1-2. One, two for TK with runners in the corners and 2 outs. Pitches outside. We'll go 2-2. Never know with that ump there, but made the right call there. That was outside. 2-2 count for TK. The pitch is contacted by TK. And it gets through. What? It hit the base runner? How cruel. They're the ball just goes right for the base runner, hits him right on the hip, squarely hit him. Unbelievable. That thing was going to roll into the right center gap. They're going to have to run quite a bit to get to that ball. That definitely scores 1. Kellner would have been on 3rd. If not scored, if that thing went really long to pick up. Insanity. How unfortunate is that? Got to get your head around. No way he avoids that with how hard that got hit. If it was a slow bleeder, then yeah, I would give some blame to the base runner. But that thing was smoked low. Crazy. We scored 1 in the inning. Oh no, we scored 2 in the inning, right? No, we scored 1 in the inning. We scored 1 in the inning. Did not score on that play though. Because that thing was smoked. Yeah, if that was like a bouncer, a slow roller, or a bleeder, and he doesn't get out of the way, he's not paying attention, sure, we can blame the runner, but that was just an unfortunate dart to his hip. Well, they narrow the gap by 1, and there are good vibes hitting right now. Very, very good vibes. Things are going well. 2-run game. Gavin Lyons has been good. See if we can stay good. Why did he hit at him? Gotta avoid him. More to play. First pitch is a strike for Lyons. That one's in play. Into the glove of Partita for a routine throw out at first. 1 down in the inning. If we come back and beat them after the Wind granted them 2 runs and that mess just happened, we double beat them today. We beat them twice today. I declare it. Bottom of the order, Jason Walk. Here's the first pitch. It's a strike for Lyons. Second one breaks in at the end. to tickle the inside of the zone. 0-2 count quickly. The 0-2 pitch. Inside. There's no way runners getting out of the way of that one. That one was smoked off the bat. Full sprint, stealing second. Fouled off. Stays 1-2. One-two count. Here's the pitch. In play. Into the gap. Gets to right field. That's a one-out single for Jason Walk at the bottom of the order. He's a good base runner. Top of the order coming up. Gambrill coming up to the plate. Homered in this game. The only homer this game. Impressive to have a right field home run with this wind blowing from center field to right field. That was cruel, man. That was a cruel end to that inning that could have been more. Runner on first, one out. Here's the pitch. It's low and out. Here's the 1-0. Smoked, but out of play. Yeah, this Gambrill guy is hitting the ball freaking hard today. Yeah, BST, I was impressed they responded in Game 2 the way they did after Game 1, and the start of Game 2 was rough. Second game was huge. Here's the 1-1. Shows bunt. Taps it out of play. Going to go 1-2. Base runner has to go back. One-two count. He'll throw to first, which has been troubling at times today, but it was fine there. Stays 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. One-two count again. The pitch from Lions. Outside. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Got him swinging. That's two down. That's a dangerous bat, too. We're going to ride Lions to the bitter end of this game. As long as things keep going this way. Two outs. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Caught the bottom of the zone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. He's there. Second base is stolen. Runner in scoring position now. No watch party Tuesday. I'm not sure when I'll be back exactly. Still up in the air right now. One count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Jason Walk's all geared up. Sliding gloves on both hands, sleeve on the left arm, hand warmer in the back, hoodie. He's geared up. 1-2 count. Get us out of it, Lions. Here's the pitch. Got him! Gavin Lyons is dealing, man. What a relief day for Gavin, and we needed it in a big way for a multitude of reasons. Rough start for the young Sims. Happens. He's growing. He's young. He's been good so far. First SEC start didn't go great. Wind effect also there. Don't have too much in the bullpen right now on a Sunday. Losing an arm this weekend. Not planning for that. And we're getting it from Lions right now. We're getting it big time. What's up, Jeb? It's a stressful game, man. But it's fun. This is a fun game to watch. It's been a fun series to watch. How do I feel about Georgia next week? I haven't looked at them closely, but decently with the home SEC opener. Feel decent. Be a fun one. You think you got some anxiety? Yeah, this is one of them clinchers, that's for sure. This whole series has been, man. Welcome to the SEC. It begins with a bang. LSU still looking to salvage this Sunday game after dropping the first two to Vandy. Rough start to the year for LSU. They're up 6-1, bottom of the third. If you're not ready for some clinch, some behind-the-back friendly bam-bam, and some long balls, you don't love SEC baseball. That's a welcome back chat from SB. Good to see you, SB. I've coined it the booty slap pump pump. But I like your bam bam. Behind the back bam bam. Whatever you call it. Hakopian at the plate. Starts with the ball. One 0 to Hakopian. That one hits the zone. Gonna go 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's low. 2-1 count for Chris Hakopian, who's amazing. Here's the pitch. Hakopian loads up, but it's low and away. 3-1. Batters count for Chris Hakopian. Here's the pitch. Hit by Hakopian, in play, out of play. Down the left field line. Short of third base, I should say. Out of play. Full count for the first at-bat of the inning. Here's the pitch. Hit by Hakopian. Fouled off in the exact same spot and fashion as the last pitch. Full count for Hakopian. Here's the pitch. He hits it, but it's fouled. Camera couldn't even clock that one. Not that they've been able to clock much. Full count. Here's the pitch. In play by Hakopian, but to the glove of the second baseman. Thrown out at first. Nice long at bat, though. We'll see if Wes Jordan could get something going today. Had a quiet day so far. Very loud day yesterday. With a 3-run homer, I think it was. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Caden Sorrell. I forgot we switched the order up. Caden Sorrell in the 3-hole. Sorrell's had a pretty productive day. That pitch is top of the zone for an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch. Inside, but a swing and a miss by Sorrell. Here's the 0-2. High. And out. Brief stop and play. We'll resume. 1-2 count for Sorrell. Pitch is contacted. Lifted up to right center. Right fielder coming under it. Slides for the out. Two down in the top of the order for A&M. Nice sliding play by Brock there. I was about to call him Grok. The AI right fielder. Wesley Jordan at the plate. First pitch is outside. Here's the 1-0. High. 2-0 for Jordan. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High, but they're going to ring that as a strike. That's crazy. It's just this ump, though. He's just whatever. He's everywhere. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off again. The 2-2 pitch to Jordan. Rung him up. Got him looking. It was low and away, but we've seen this strike zone expand and retract and shrink and grow and droop and sag and grow and all day. That could have gotten the zone. There's a 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the order for A&M there. Unfortunate. Quiet inning. Gavin Lyons We'll have to keep dealing. If we're nitpicking Caden Sorrell, I'd say we're getting greedy. It's a matter of time with Sorrell. We'll keep it going. Lions has been awesome. Why not, Jonathan? We're in the first SEC series of the year. Two 2-0 count for the leadoff batter, Brandon Brock. Two 2-0 pitch. In play. Rolls to right field. Leadoff single for OU. It's such a wild time to say that, Jonathan, the middle of the third game of SEC play. Well, runner on first, no outs. Runner tries to take second. Good job by Kellner. That ball was kind of high coming out of Bear's hand. But Brock does successfully take second base. Yeah, just a rare inaccurate throw to second for Bear there. 0-1 count. That one's fouled off. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Here's the 1-2. In play. Into the glove of Kellner. Out at first, but base runner does advance to scoring position in third. LeChance at bat. Pitch 45 coming up for Gavin Lyons. I'm just guessing 10, but I don't know anything. That one's low and away. BST, I'm guessing 10. And what's that, going to play Miami or something? Here's the 1-0. Fouled off. Well, I mean, Early did, yeah, because you said it before I got to it, Randy. Early brought those guys in. Strength coach after the injury-riddled season. Pennington. Big ads. Addressing exactly what was wrong last year. And Early does seem a little bit more confident, but that's just pressers. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again. Chases the high pitch, fouls it off to go 1-2. I don't think it's a rubber. I just think there's some raised turf around that fake rubber. I don't think there's an actual rubber thing there, SB. I was looking at that too. There's just like raised turf. Here's the 1-2. Fouled it off right this time. Batter hanging in there, but 1-2 count. One-two count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Batter hanging with it. Pitch 50 coming up for Gavin Lyons in relief. Here's the 1-2. Rolls out of play. Trickles down the third base line. At bat continues. Pitches outside to go 2-2 here. LaChance making Lions earn it. Here's the 2-2. Contacted. Deep right field corner. TK's under it, but OU will score one. Sack fly for LaChance after the long at-bat. A very productive at-bat. Gets some more of a cushion. Lead extends to 3. 2 outs in the inning. Bear Harrison in the infield collapse on Gavin Lyons. Mike Early takes the ball from Lyons. Y'all surprised to see this? Gavin Lyons going to take a seat. Got to keep Lyons under 60. Why, though? Get out of here with that boomer. Get out of here. Good to see you, though, OC. Why are they sitting Lyons right now? Do you have to keep him under 60 for Tuesday? Or is that because he pitched on Tuesday? I liked Lyons. He was doing really well. I don't know why you have to keep him under 60. Unless they have to use him on Tuesday, it's like... I still don't know if it's worth chasing a matchup to end Lions' day. It's been really good. He did pitch Tuesday, but he didn't go that long on Tuesday, did he? He was under 60 Tuesday. I kind of thought he would take us into the late innings. I'm surprised. Was it Hunter Vincent? Four to 5 rest day. Yeah, but I would rather not use him Tuesday if it means he can go long today. It's been 5 days since he last pitched. It must have been like the cumulative effect, like you said, BTTS. I don't remember how many he pitched on Saturday. So if he went around 60 Saturday, 60 Tuesday, 60 today, I guess it makes sense, but you get a whole week's rest after this one. I guess it's still cumulative within the 7-day span, though. Or 8-day span. We'll see. First pitch for Vincent. Swing and a miss. See the freshman does his second appearance this weekend. Yeah, they're just trying to limit the arm. Limit the wear and tear. 0-1 count. Another swing and a miss. Okay, freshman. They did pinch hit. They went to I think this is Dickerson for them. Oh, 2. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Got him. Welcome to the game, Fishy. I won't say another damn word. Let's keep that going. Pinch hit for what? It's a whole school of fish we have over here in College Station, huh? They're all swimming pretty well. Just got to get Partita going. We'll get Partita going. I'll be right back, guys. Let's keep that going. Let's build off of that. Freshman. Might have to rely on Vincent more. Well, these are some big reps to kind of set the stage for what's to come for the young man. Elevated role all of a sudden after this Friday happened and the injury. Turns out him looking really good Friday was legit. Let's see. It's been one at-bat. That was good, but let's keep that going. I'm surprised we haven't seen him pitch already. I thought it would be in the non-con. But now with the injury, we might see that now, SB. That might be in play. Gavin Grahovac leading off in the 7th inning. Contacts a ball. Left field. It'll land in the left field corner in play. That's a leadoff double for Gavin Grahovac. Set that damn tone, Gavin. You're leading off in this 7th inning. Not leading the game off, but getting us going here. Gavin, baby. Beautiful swing. Pulled all the way. Lands just shy of the warning track. A few feet in play. Well placed double. Jake Dewar at the plate. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Inside. Same relief pitcher for OU, who's been there the last few innings. Let's have an inning, boys. That could be the start of something special, but let's keep it going. 1-1 for Dewar. Here's the pitch. Got him. Bottom inside corner. 1-2 count. Quick pitch to Dewar. Fouled off. It's a quick windup. Ump stops play for a moment. This guy's got some stuff. That curveball was nasty a couple innings ago. He was leaning on it. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Okay, Dewar. Let's get it. Jake Dewar. Grahovac on second base. Here's the pitch. Contacts it. Shallow center. He's running under it, and he gets to it. Dove forward to field that ball. Did Jason walk? Shallow pop-up, and Walk had to adjust. Thought the thing was coming right to him, but he had to end up running a few yards forward to get to it. Good play. Pitch 60. Let's see if this guy's on a hard count too, because they're going to have a mound visit now. Nico Partida's at the plate. Yeah, his day is going to end. Same deal as Lions for OU. Relief guy's day will end at 60. Pretty good day from him. He had some good stuff. But new pitcher up, right-handed. I thought it was too, BTTS. Good play by Walk. But it'll be Terrence Keel after the break to break in the new pitcher for OU. Back end of the order here. It'll be Keel, Harris. I'm sorry, not Keel. They changed it. I keep forgetting. They changed it up. It's Bear Harrison next. Second time I've done that today. Revamped lineup today. So we are at the back of the order. Partida. I guess Partida's always been here. So it's Partida, then Bear Harrison, where TK usually was. So it'll go Partida, Harrison, and Kellner if we get there. Let's get a big at-bat from Partida, man. It's Partida, Jonathan. I corrected it. My mind was unstable right there, like the ump strike zone. Partita up against Leon, who we saw a couple days ago. Gives the thumbs up, ready to go. Gives a gig 'em. 1-0 record, 0 ERA. 10 Ks to 2 walks, 5 hits allowed. Starting pitching was really rough, equilibrium. That was kind of the story early on. Bats, slow at the start, have gotten going. Really the story of the scoreboard, I think, was the rough start from Sims. And the wind has allowed them 2 runs. And A&M had a chance for a bigger inning, but a line drive hit a base runner to get out of the inning. So some unfortunate events have happened out, as well as a rough starting day for Sims. As BTTS echoes exactly what I said. Yeah, the wind is crazy today. One-0 count for Partita. First pitch was a ball. That one's hit in play to the second baseman. Well, Gavin gets to third base. Partita out at first. And now Bear Harrison, who's had himself a fine day. 2 hit by pitches, 1 walk for Bear. At the plate. He was stealing second, and it was like a smoked line drive off of Keel's bat. So he was in full bore stealing the base, and it just it got him square on the hip. We don't blame the base runner there. Pitch gets away! And Gavin scores! Come on, Ags! Welcome to the game, new pitcher. One got away from you there. All right. Whatever happens, we're leaving here with something. Good stuff. We'll take it. Bear Harrison with a 1-0 count after the wild pitch. That's a strike. One count for Bear. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 for Bear Harrison. Barrison. Here's the pitch. Check swing by Bear. Did he go around? He did not. Ball. 2-2. There's just some sort of weird aura with Bear. Funky things happen with Bear Harrison. He's a magic man. But 2-2 count here. 2 outs in the inning. We'll see how he does here. Weird things happen around Bear Harrison. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Went around. And I think it was in the zone. Bear strikes out. But the Ags do get on the board there. Back to a 2-run game. Hunter Vincent back on the mound after the break. See if he can keep it going. Started his day with a strikeout. Okay, close the gap a little there, guys. Let's play some defense. Throw some pitches. Keep it at 2. Kellner leading off next inning. I like that. Kellner, TK, into a Copian always feels good, BTTS. Into Sorrell. What do we do if Kellner gets hit by another liner? He's off the team. Get him out. Get him out. First one's a coincidence. Second one, 107 steamer to your butt. No. It ain't Kellner's fault. Lineup feels good, and we're going to have better weekends from Sorrell, even though he's been fine this week, and it was a slow start for Sorrell. Lineup could be even better than it was, especially as Partita gets going. It's a great lineup. Pitching is going to be a work in progress with Stewart out more so than even before, Todd, for sure. But I love what we got from Lions. Is there any merit to getting Lyons off at Tuesday since he's looking pretty good? Or do you just want him in there to kind of help you out on Tuesday? Is it too risky to throw someone else on Tuesday? I know Early's talked about liking having Lyons on Tuesday. I mean, those games are important. You got to win those. Stack up dubs. I think Lyons is a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. Vincent back at the mound. First pitch is a strike inside. Gerardo Prado pinch hitting for OU. Next pitch, another strike inside that Prado objects to. A lot of batters have objected to this ump's calls today. Everyone's getting it from this ump. Everyone's getting it from this ump. 0-2 count quickly. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! 3-pitch strikeout to start the inning for the freshman. Things you love to see. This is up there on the list. A freshman doing well. Next batter up. It's high. Although I'm pretty sure that pitch has been called a strike before today. That one's away. 2-0 count. Here's the 2-0. It's a strike. Two-one count for Vincent. Here's the pitch. Just inside. Although he's called that strike before. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled off right. We'll go full count here for the third at-bat of Hunter Vincent's outing today. Second in the inning. The way they go back looks exactly the same. That's interesting. Full count. Here's the pitch. Inside. It's a walk. Strikeout, strikeout, walk to start Vincent's afternoon. What's up, Briscoe? Bottom of the order with Walk here. I always say his full name, Jason Walk, because the last name can be confused with other events in this sport. Jason Walk at the plate. Shows bunt. Looks like a good bunt. Does its job on the first pitch. Walk gets on. Base runner advances. Still one out. Top of the order. Yeah, I had a feeling BTTS it was. It's interesting they start with the greeting. It's the same name style. Setting up the double play smart. Double play was already on. But now it's extended, I guess. Look at Jason Walk's leadoff, just hips facing second base. Almost hit by pitch. Ball breaks in the last second. That's a ball. Wind looks like it's picking up right now. Look at everything flying by the screen. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike to go 1-1. Look at all the debris on the screen. Here's the 1-1 pitch inside. They're going to say it grazed him and it'll load the bases up. Pressure-packed situation for the freshman here. Inning started very promising all of a sudden. That did not look like it hit him. That replay didn't look like it hit him. What? That replay was telling. That missed his arm. Look at it. Can they look at that? Wait a second. Y'all take a look at this. Did this hit him? Did that hit him? Meeting at the mound now. They'll say it hit him and the bases are loaded. I didn't think it hit him, but I suppose it's possible with the camera work. I didn't think so, man. Oh, it would be a massive double play right now, wouldn't it? Come on, young freshman. Come on, young man. One out. Bases loaded. Freshman on the mound. Camden Johnson hit by pitch. No question on that one. And OU will score and the bases stay loaded. Mike Early walks to the mound. Points to the bullpen. Makes the move. Who's coming in? Vargas coming into the game. Yeah, I didn't think the first one hit him either, James. I really didn't. Either way, freshman did lose command there. And they will make the switch to Juan Vargas. Rough outing on Friday for Vargas. Chance to bounce back here, but a pressure situation he finds himself in. Goodness gracious. Yep, bullpen's feeling it right here, right now. We're seeing it, James, in real time. That first one, he wasn't. Man, we're going to have to get out of this one without surrendering anymore. Ay. Well, Vargas has a hell of an opportunity here to bounce back. I was making a bunch of jokes about the dugout clip that got shared yesterday. Vargas was liking like 3 of them. Maybe I've blessed him. He engaged with my account. Maybe I've given him the good juju. Brock at the plate. First pitch. Strike. Bottom outside portion of the zone for Vargas to start the day with a strike. Next pitch. Another strike. Batter will watch. Quick 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2. Outside. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Went around. That's a strikeout. Halfway there for Vargas. 1 of 2 outs that are needed. Any play by the infield gets us out of here. Strikeout gets us out here. Pop fly is scary. Pop fly is scary. Oh, look, it's Melba. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Bear. 1-0 count. Inside. 2-0. Here's the 2-0. It's low, but not that low. Calls it a ball for a 3-0 count. There's a strike. Take it to 3-1. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Bear. But it's a walk for another run scored. Possibly not the worst outcome with Willits at the plate. But still a run scored. But considering that was Willits, it could have been worse. But Dietin LaChance, not much easier here. For Vargas. First pitch is outside. Second pitch is in the dirt. 2-0 count. Vandy Whistler. I have that game on, but on mute. Bear Harrison comes up to talk things out with Vargas. Just a catcher-pitcher meeting. Big pressure here. 2-0 count, 2 outs, bases loaded, down 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by LaChance. We'll go 2-1. Here's the pitch. Inside. We'll go 3-1. Ball gets away from Bear, but runners stay. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's hit to the glove of Partita, and that's the out. Okay, honestly, all things considered, that's as good of a salvage as we were going to get with Vargas because it was Willits at the plate. They walked him. It could have been a freaking grand slam to that cat. Same thing with LaChance. LaChance could have knocked 3 of those home. But A&M will have a 4-run deficit to work with in the last 2 innings. Be right back. Stepping back into a 1-2 count for Kellner here. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. Gonna go 2-2. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Low and away. We'll go full count to Kellner. Need it now. Full count for Kellner. As Leon, the pitcher, steps off, resets. Time called by the catcher. I don't know what was going on with the pitch clock there. That might have been why the catcher disrupted play to avoid the pitch clock violation. Because Kellner stood ready in the box the whole time. Don't know exactly how it works, to be honest with you, though. Back to the full count at bat for Kellner, leading off the top of the 8th, down 4. Here's the pitch. High. Leadoff walk for Boston Kellner. Top of the order coming up. TK2, Chris Akopian, Caden Sorrell. Kellner's reached base in every game so far. Is that true? Holy cow. Terrence Keel the second, leading the game off. Batting second this inning. The pitch to TK. Hits TK! 2 batters on, no outs! If not now, then when, baby? If not now, then when? Chris Hakopian approaches the plate. Second headshot for Keel this weekend. Seems like he had a bunch of headshots this year. Maybe the 3rd or 4th this year. Hit by a pitch right on the dome. Skip Johnson walking to the mound. And OU will make the change. Didn't like it there. Play this Akopian matchup. This is it, guys. Pitching change. Chris Akopian. One last break. Until we get the results. This very, very critical moment of this Game 3 rubber match. Opening weekend in the SEC. This is what it's all about, guys. I think there was hot sauce on the finger I just rubbed my eye with. I haven't even touched it today. Something on the desk must have had it on it. I'm starting to the bullpens win SEC. What? I'm starting to the bullpens win SEC series. I'm starting to think the bullpens win SEC series. I fixed it for you, SB. Everyone's got hitters and starters. Well, I think there's some truth there, but I think we have suffered a couple of rough starts this weekend that have affected games. Not a great Sadeo start. Obviously, Sims today. I think just maybe pitching is important. Jason Bowden at the mound. TK went to the dugout momentarily. Back on first base. 2-0 record, 2.38 ERA. 15 Ks to 5 walks. But Chris Hakopian, righty on righty matchup. 2 runners on, no outs. First pitch, he'll watch a strike. Here's the 0-1. It's hit by Hakopian. No double play. 1 hop to shortstop. They get the out at second. Now runners in the corners. For Caden Sorrell. 1 out. But Kellner is on third. All of a sudden, the screen gets grainy. First pitch to Sorrell. Strike inside. We need it, Sorrell. We needed it yesterday, and you delivered. Here's the 0-1. Just out of play. Landed in play, but bounced out. Quick 0-2 count for Caden Sorrell. This pitcher batter view got all grainy all of a sudden. 0-2 to Sorrell. It's high. That 2024 bullpen was special. Cortez. Oschenbeck. I mean, just those two guys were absolute studs. Here's the 1-2. Low and away. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off by Sorrell. Okay. Okay. It seems like a wind gust just picked up. Here's the pitch. Outside. Go full count here. Full count. Here's the pitch. Hit well by Sorrell, but it's going to go out of play. Oh, normal day. That might be sayonara. Smashed it. Stays full count. Here's the pitch. Hit that one, fouled it off, fighting in there. Fighting in this one. Full count, Caden Sorrell. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pitch got away, but... Oh, it was a foul. It was tipped. Sorrell fights for another pitch. That's why Kellner couldn't score, because that pitch got away. That ball got away from the catcher. Ump held him up, but it was because it was a tip foul. And it wasn't caught. So another pitch for Caden Sorrell. And here's the pitch. Hit by Sorrell. Gets in play! Rolls past first base into the right field corner! Still haven't gotten to it. Just picks the ball up. Ags score one. Caden Sorrell is on. Hakopian's on third. Only one out. What an at-bat from Caden Sorrell. Hung in there. He was down 0-2 early in that count through 2 pitches. Sorrell's in second base. Hakopian's on third. Wes Jordan at the plate. That was a desperation, hard-fought, clutch at-bat by Caden Sorrell. Huge. 3-score game. Here's the first pitch to Jordan. Swing and a miss. Outside pitch. Gets him. 0-1 count. Swing and a miss again by Jordan. Hasn't been a great day for Jordan, but 1 strike to work with here on the 0-2 count with 2 on. Pitch is low. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Got him looking. Just not Jordan's day. All right. Gavin Grahovac in the 5-hole today. 2 in scoring position for Gavin. First pitch to Gavin. He connects on it. Out of play. Just rolls past that third base line. 0-1 count. Come on, Gav. Oh, 1 count for Dewar. We're reconnected. My Wi-Fi went out. We're on the phone again. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the pitch inside. Quick 0-2 count for Dewar. Yeah, Gavin got hit. Bases are loaded, but a quick 0-2 count for Jake Dewar. Here's the pitch. Just low. That ump calls that sometimes. One, 2 count. Here's the pitch. Gets in play! Gets past the third baseman! Jake Dewar does more! Aggies tie the damn game up! Jake Dewar! Holy cow, we're doing the damn thing! Down a quick 0-2 count. Jake Dewar don't care. Jake Dewar don't give a damn. Neighbors heard me on that one. Holy cow. What an inning for these Aggies. Partita at the plate, 1 runner on. Partita connects on one. Right field, it's deep, it's moving. Right fielder gets on it. But the Aggies tie the damn game up. You gotta tip your hat to Sorrell and Grahovac. Haven't had necessarily the best series. Some good stuff yesterday. Rough game 1. But they rose to the damn occasion in that inning. Caden Sorrell's at-bat is one that we might look back to. Because he could have been out of there. Fought back in that damn thing. Full count, like 4 foul balls. A tip foul that we thought might have ended that at-bat. Fights for it. Jake Dewar is an absolute weapon. Jake Dewar's a weapon. We keep this party going. We got a tie ball game headed to the bottom of the 8th. Holy cow, man. This team, I don't know if we win or lose this game. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm leaving here with something. I'm leaving here with something. But let's go freaking win. Let's win. Let's win. God, baseball's a crazy game. When we needed it the most, we respond. Oh my goodness. All right. Can we go fresh corn? They're Vargas right now, I think. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's still Vargas. They're showing back that wind ball that scored them 2. Another wind ball that scored them another one. Wind ball for A&M there. All right, we'll see who's at the mound. Bottom of the 8th. It's Cunningham at the mound. It's Cunningham at the mound. Digging deeper than we usually dig in the bullpen. One thing about Cunningham, he's been around. He's been around. Let me get... All right, Cunningham. Keep us going, baby. First pitch. Fouled off. We're watching Selection Sunday on the side screen right now. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for Cunningham. Oh, 2 count quickly here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Tip beyond and behind Bear Harrison. This was a pinch hitter for them. I think mid to late order. Here's the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Did he? Did not. Wow. Wow. He went a long way around. He went as far as you can go around without going around. 1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Got him looking. Welcome to the game, Mr. Cunningham. I thought he swung too, but no matter. Got the job done. Grant Cunningham stepping into an elevated role, gets his day started with a strikeout. Bottom part of the order here, guys, for OU. They'll get top of the order in the 9th, if not now. New batter up for Grant Cunningham. First pitch is low. 1-0 count. Guys, we're in a tie ball game right now. Take this in. Man, Jake Dewar got it done. So did Sorrell. So did Gavin. So did Hakopian. So did Kellner. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. It's hit in play. Gets through the gap. That's a 1-out single for OU. Rolls into right field. Pinch hitter up for OU. Waiting to hear A&M seating in this bracket reveal. Deshaun Harris, 320 batting average, 3 RBIs, .726 OPS. Will face off against Grant Cunningham. Righty on lefty. First pitch is high and away. One 0 count. Pitch is just high. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High and in. 3-0. Careful with that dugout view for A&M. Just be careful. Here's the 3-0. 4-pitch walk. 2 base runners on for OU. 1 out. Bottom of the order. Jason Walk. Could bunt here. Get ready to get on your horse. Does not bunt. He'll throw a strike for a 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. That one gets outside. Bear reels it in. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up by Walk. Wind is affecting it. Kellner reels it in. 2 down in the inning. Base runners can't advance. Good control in that wind, guys. Way to reel that one in. That's been trouble today. 1 out keeps this game tied going into the 9th. Way to focus in there, Boston Kellner. Trey Gamble homered today. First pitch is a strike. Yeah, this guy's good. It's the thick part of their lineup. Top of the order right here. That one's hit. Stopped by Gavin, but he couldn't reel it in. Bases go loaded. Gavin gets it with his glove, but couldn't reel it in. 2 outs, bases loaded. Yeah, it did save a run. But dangerous bats here, of course, top of the order. Gavin is hurt. How bad? Boo-boo hurt or injured hurt? Cunningham getting to his windup. Game does not pause for Gavin, so he might be all right. First pitch, wow, good snag by Bear. That was way away and high. 1-0 count. Camden Johnson at the plate. Here's the 1-0. High and away, 2-0. Come on, Cunningham. Come on, Dr. Grant. 2-0. Here's the pitch. High, 3-0. Shows bunt, but the ball is out of the zone for a walk to score a run. OU takes the lead back. A&M will be playing to extend the game in the 9th inning. Two outs, bases stay loaded. Next pitch is a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Minimize damage here. Yeah, we're facing an unfortunate reality with this bullpen that now has 2 relief guys down with injuries. Oh, 2 count, bases loaded, 2 outs, Ags down 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Grant Cunningham winds up. Here's the pitch. In play. Got to throw him out at first, and they do. 1 run scored in the inning. Ags will have a 1-run deficit in the top of the 9th to take the lead or just keep this game going. Get ready to clinch up, guys. Get ready to pucker up. Be right back. All right. Bottom of the order here, guys. Bottom of the order. Do we pinch hit Partita? Has not been his game. It has not been his series. Binderup's been pretty hot. You can play Bindi at first and move Gavin to third. Or do they just let the young man roll? Yeah, it's starting to feel like we're going to live and die by the starter's length this year. Actually, I think Partita might have batted to end last inning. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure where we are. We'll find out right now. Yeah, no, we're past Partita. We're in the batter after Partita. It's Bear Harrison at bat. Bear takes a ball to start. One 0 count for Bear. Check swing, tipped it. 1-1. One for Bear. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss outside. Pitch looked low and away. Got him with that one. 3 outs to tie this thing up. 1-2 count for Bear. Bear, activate magnetic mode now. Turn the magnet on, Bear. Low and away. 2-2. No, we're definitely leaving this game with something, Jeffrey, but the base runner getting hit by the ball, unfortunate. The wind blowing away from Akopian's reach, unfortunate. Could be a different game. Here's the 2-2 for Bear. Bear fouls it off. We got some runs going, Jackerson. 2-2 for Bear. Hits it in play. Picked up by the shortstop. Thrown out at first. 1 down in the Aggies' 3-out life. Bottom of the order here, Boston Kellner. Solo homered yesterday. First pitch to Kellner. It's a strike. Oh, 1 count. The freshman. Here's the pitch. Hit by Kellner to the glove of the third baseman, who throws Kellner out at first. A&M on their last out. Top of the order with TK. We'll need a 2-out rally to keep this thing going. Two outs, TK at home. He'll watch a strike. Here's the 0-1 to TK. It's low. If we can just somehow get TK on. Swing and a miss for TK. Down to our last strike. 1-2 count. Here's TK with the 1-2 count. Fouled it off. The at-bat in the game continues. We're the last bracket they're going to reveal. One-two count for TK. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. TK fighting. 1-2 count, 2 outs for the game. Here's the pitch. TK ducks out of the way. Would have been a headshot again. Gonna go 2-2. Here's the pitch to TK. Check swing. Didn't go. Full count. Did not go around. Full count for TK to keep it going. I think we're going to be a 10 or 11 here. Because I think all the 9 seeds have been revealed. A&M's going to face St. Mary. Home with Patty Mills. Full count for TK to keep the game alive. In play to the third baseman's glove. Scooped up. Thrown out at first. OU wins the series. Not without great fight from A&M. A&M battled back both yesterday and today. Battled back from that opening game loss that was emotional with Josh Stewart going down. Bats really kept us alive, kept it going in a big way, man. Really can't complain too much about the way the Bats rounded out this weekend. It didn't necessarily start pretty in any game, but they really figured it out and carried us late. So a lot of good stuff to take away from batting here, but the reality is we're short pitchers. 2 bodies down. Lack of experience, lack of upperclassmen to begin with. Something we have to deal with all year. So when you have rough days from your starters like we did today and Friday, especially today, puts you behind the 8 ball. Lyons has to get pulled out earlier than you want. And then beyond that, once you've already burned fresh corn, it's like you're going to guys who were not initially part of the plan. So there's a reality about this pitching staff. We have to get the best we possibly can out of who we know we have. And that's all 3 starters, Darden, Vargas. Lyons did great today. Great stuff from Lyons, but he was limited at a 60-pitch count. A&M comes up 1 run short. They started this game. They spotted OU 4 runs early on. Rough start. But also today, you have to acknowledge the wind. Big factor. Scored OU 2 runs. Line drive base hit by TK in an inning that could have gone for more. Unfortunately collided with a Boston Kellner who was stealing second base. Ripped off the bat at 107 line drive right into the hip. Unfortunate. That's baseball. But there's fight. Much better than what we saw last year this time. Much better than what we saw last year. Great game, great series. Opening series on the road in the SEC against a good team. No shame. No shame. Could have been worse. I'm waiting to see, is A&M officially playing St. Mary's? I want to get the date there. See if we can go live for it. But thank you guys for being here all weekend. It was a fun series with y'all. If y'all could like and sub on the way out. Shout out Roback. Sponsor the channel. Great activewear like I'm wearing right now. A&M branded merch. Click the link to check it out. Discount code TAMU20 is right there. So A&M's playing in Oklahoma City. 10th seed, which is what we wanted, against St. Mary's. I want to see the date on that game so we know. It was winnable despite a lot of things that went against us, including an injury. Just trying to find the date. Anybody have the date on the game? It's on Thursday. Number 10 Aggies versus St. Mary's this Thursday. If it's Thursday and it's after work, I'm on. We're live Thursday, guys. I'm not live Tuesday. TBD on the weekend series. Of course, Miguel. Thursday, do not know the time yet. They're going to be playing all day. Hopefully it's when I can get on with you guys. If not, I'll try to get off work, but I doubt I can. I would love to go live at least one more time for basketball. Hopefully players learn from that. We played bad for stretches of that and came out run short twice. Exactly. We're in a good place, man. There's just a reality about this bullpen that it is short bodies. We're short arms. I think maybe with the injury, they might have to think about what they do with Lyons on Tuesday. Because you might just add him to the weekend roll and have him ready to go. Feels like Lyons can be that guy. There have been signs all year. It didn't start great for him, but since then it's been pretty solid, including a pretty good effort versus UCLA for Gavin Lyons. Want to see that keep going. I want to get the time on this game. Anybody finds the time for the game Thursday? It's Thursday, officially Thursday. But I don't know the time yet. No, it's Thursday. It's officially Thursday, guys. But happy early birthday, James. What a fun series, though, versus OU. That was a motion picture. Better when you win, but I think everything's still on the table for A&M, especially with the way they bounced back today. It could have gone way south today early on. Still no game times, just know we're going on Thursday. Maybe ESPN's updated. Ha, yeah, we'll see. We did outscore them as a whole. We won by 3 yesterday and lost by 2. Lost by once twice. I think we won by 3 or 4 yesterday. Do you think that there's any merit to the adjustment of moving Vargas to a weekend-only spot just to get the most out of him in conference? And maybe try a Vargas on a Tuesday? Or even a young guy like a Vincent on a Tuesday? So, game time is not official yet, but it looks like St. Mary's is opening as the favorite. St. Mary's opens as a 3.5-point favorite. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like and sub all that, but I see a lot of people who've probably already done that in the chat, so thank you guys so much. Blast of a weekend. Didn't get the results we wanted, but hey, weekend series against a top 10 team. I think they did well given the hand they were dealt with the injury. Can be better. Will get better. I think it's a good team still. It's a good team. We'll have to overcome being short some arms. All right, guys. I hope to see you guys on Thursday. Depending on the time. I'll make announcements